Yes, good midday. Yeah, playoff game starting on Friday. And the transfer portal is heating up, too. I just read a few minutes ago that DJ Lagway from Florida is transferring. Not a surprise. Which OCs were they? All right, Nate, I'll bring you on later to talk about your plans. Well, we do have some games coming up starting tomorrow, I believe. Let's look. Most of them aren't very good, but it's football. So here we go. Yeah, tomorrow's Troy and Jacksonville State. Yeah, the Lagway said he's entering the portal. This game might actually be pretty good. Old Dominion in South Florida, that's not terrible. Yeah, most of these aren't very good until we get to Friday. Memphis, NC State, then the playoffs start with Alabama and Oklahoma on Friday night at 8. I'll probably be streaming that game on YouTube. On my main channel. Oklahoma is a home underdog in that. Obviously, Oklahoma and Alabama, this is a rematch game. They played earlier, they played like, 3 or 4 weeks ago. And, of course, Oklahoma won. I think they held Alabama to, 13 points or so. Oklahoma's defense is nasty. For the over-under in that game, 40.5. You've seen DJ Lagway linked to Baylor? Huh. There's good reason Oklahoma's an underdog even with Alabama's problems. What's that reason? I mean, Oklahoma's got offensive problems. There's no doubt about that. It's hard to beat a team if you can't score on them, though. That's why they lost the first time. I think the Miami and A&M game has a chance to be really good. Obvious home field advantage there for A&M. Although Miami's had a chance to get healthy here. Some of Miami's problems late in the season, they had a lot of key injuries, and I think they're pretty much healthy now at some of those spots. So if you like Miami here, you can get them on the money line for plus 150. Yeah, Beck can't turn the ball over. Well, you know the Notre Dame fans are rooting for Texas A&M because they lost to Texas A&M and they lost to Miami. But they want to justify themselves being in the playoffs over Miami, so they want Miami to lose this so they can say, see, told you we would have beat them, even though they didn't beat either one of them. Yeah, it's cold as a witch's titty here. It was 23 degrees or something, 22 or 23 degrees this morning. I think the high today is like 39 or 40. Yeah, well, they're rooting for Oklahoma, too, yeah. Both Oklahoma and A&M. Of course, we'll talk about these games tonight on the Lunch Money Show, but Ole Miss is a big, huge favorite over Tulane. And I just don't know what to think about this game. I need to look a little bit more into it as far as, is there any people opting out from Ole Miss? We know Lane Kiffin's not calling the plays. That's kind of a big deal, I think. It's a hard game to figure out because you don't know if Ole Miss is going to rally around the fact that Lane Kiffin's gone and try to prove a point, or if they're just not the same team without Lane Kiffin there. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't doubt it, though, if Lane Kiffin is behind the scenes helping game plan for this game. I know he's in Baton Rouge and he's looking forward, you know, to building his team and the coaching staff and all that for next year. That's where his main focus is. But I would not be surprised if he was on the phone helping game plan for this game for Ole Miss. Clemson bet on. I don't know about that one either. I don't know about that one. Yeah, Lagway's transferring. I don't know. I haven't even looked into it yet. We've got players that are hitting the portal. I'm guessing they're not playing. I have no idea about Penn State's roster at all. I just haven't looked into it yet. They don't play till the 27th. I mean, Clemson should win that game, but that doesn't mean they will. I know Cade Klubnik's playing, but I'm not sure if that's a positive or a negative, to be honest with you. I just don't know. Yeah, Trevor balled out yesterday. Trevor's looking like one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL, and Joe Burrow looks like he hadn't seen a football before. What happened to Joe Burrow? Holy shit. I know a bunch of injuries, but the Bengals are terrible. What is Jacksonville now? They're like 10-4? Clemson seems to be holding it together. I don't even know what you mean by that. Antonio Williams won't play? Well, that's a huge blow to Clemson's offense then. What about Adam Randall? Is he playing? Because Keith Adams Jr. is transferring. They have redshirted Jarvis Green. He only played like one game, I think. If Adam Randall doesn't play, it'll be Davidson will be the lead carrier. But I don't know. Without Adam Randall and Antonio Williams, that's their two biggest playmakers on offense. That'd be That'd be rough. I mean, they're already without Wesco. He's out with a till next year. That's even if he stays. I don't know if he's staying either. I'm assuming he is, but I don't know. Then, of course, you have the James Madison in Oregon. Oregon, I'm surprised at this line here. I'm surprised that Oregon is only a 21.5 point favorite. I mean, is that a trap? Is that a trap? What's up, Pastor Dave? I'll tell you one thing. Whoever runs the James Madison account on Twitter needs a raise. They've been trolling the shit out of Oregon the past week. I'll give it to them. They've been trolling Oregon, which is funny when you're a 3-touchdown underdog on the road in the playoffs. I think Garrett Riley's staying at Clemson. Well, he got turned down for he didn't get the North Texas job. He interviewed for that. He interviewed for the Coastal Carolina job. Didn't get that. If I were Dabo, I'd just fire him anyway. I know Dabo he's hoping that Garrett Riley gets another job so he doesn't have to fire him. I know that's what he's doing. Dabo's working around the clock trying to get a job for Garrett Riley somewhere else. That's what he's doing. He's probably on the phone with somebody right now, trying to get Riley out of there. But if he doesn't get a job somewhere else, somebody needs to grow some balls. Or Dabo needs to grow some balls and just fire him anyway. Yeah, that's what I'm worried about, Vandy Dandy. I mean, everything tells me to take Oregon 21.5, though. And that Oregon offense might score 50 points against James Madison. Both group of 5 teams backdoor cover. Tulane probably more likely to backdoor cover than James Madison. You already see. I might bet Tulane. I'm not sure if I'll bet James Madison or not. I mean, that could be 56-7. That is true. But they actually had a quarterback that was worth a shit at TCU. Cade Klubnik's not worth a shit. So that's the difference there. Who's Lagway's backup? I mean, I guess that doesn't matter. They could go in the portal and get somebody, but Riley's busy scoring on the ladies. What? He's married. Do you know something we don't, Paul? Not everybody runs around like Sharon Moore, Paul. You know that, right? Trammell Jones Jr., true freshman. Yeah, they might need to go in the portal then. I mean, I don't know anything about this guy, Trammell Jones, but... I'm sure he's going to win the Heisman now, right? Trammell Jones Jr. Lagway to Tennessee would be fucking hilarious. And you know what would be more funny? How about DJ Lagway to Miami? Boy, Slim Shady would have some explaining to do. Texas Tech? Huh. Yeah? Oh, he's from there. Okay, that makes more sense. Go back home. Shout out to Lenora Sellers. I was talking about this on the show with Jackpot on Friday. I was like, do you think he's going to stay or go? But turns out it looks like he's staying, and it looks like, I don't know what's, I follow a bunch of Gamecock accounts on Twitter so I can troll them mainly, but they're saying this guy's, they might be paying Sellers up for upwards of $7 or $8 million to stay. That would be the highest paid player in the history of NIL, right? For 1 year, $7 or $8 million. First of all, he's not worth $7 or $8 million. I mean, I like Sellers. I think he's a good player, and I'm sure if I was a Gamecock fan, I'd be happy he's staying, and all those things are true. But he ain't worth that. I don't think anybody's worth that. Not for 1 year. He's worth less than Pavia. Well, Pavia's not going to play next year, so it doesn't matter. He's got to worry about NFL teams paying him, and something tells me there's not going to be that many NFL teams that will be willing to pay him anything. Playing for Shane Beamer makes it worth it? I don't know about that. Well, according to Shane Beamer, South Carolina's going 11-1 or 12-0, and they're going to be the first or second seed in the playoffs next year. And they're beating Clemson, and they're winning the SEC. And he'll be the hottest coach in the country next year. That's what he said. Pavia will find a way to make money somehow. Oh, okay. Just probably not playing football. Is that what you're saying? I mean, he's gonna start an OnlyFans. What's he doing? Podcast. That's the move. Podcast. A big-time Twitch streamer has taken him under his wing. Jesus Christ. So you agree that he's not playing in the NFL then? Is that what you're saying? Y'all remember when Sellers is going to be a first-round pick? Well, who knows? He might be after next year. Well, I do agree with you there, Vandy Dandy. Yeah, he'll make more outside the NFL than in it. If he's smart. Which I'm not convinced that he is very smart, honestly. I did stick up for Pavia, though. Everyone was like coming down on him for the way he was dressed at the Heisman Awards. I mean, what The guy's wearing like a $3,000 suit and some gold chains. Who cares? Everybody dresses ridiculous at the Heisman ceremony. Why do they care what he wears? I don't get that. I mean, he dressed exactly the way I would have imagined that he was going to dress. The Heisman is a joke this year. Well, I thought Jeremiah Love should have won. I thought Ashton Jeanty should have won last year. I mean, I wasn't upset with the Travis Hunter winning it because that was a unique situation with him being so dominant on both sides of the ball. You just don't see that very often. But I thought Jeanty's 2,000-yard season last year was worthy of a Heisman. And I don't hate Mendoza, and what they've done there is amazing, but I think Love's a better player than Mendoza. I think Love will be a better player in the NFL than Mendoza too. I think Jeremiah Love meant more to his team than Mendoza did to his. What are Heisman numbers? Is there a chart? You got a Heisman number chart that I can look at that tells me what Heisman numbers are? Yeah, I like Love too. I mean, you know, he does sort of stoke the fires with the fans with the, you know, the crying about not being in the playoffs, and then, you know, the reports are that these conferences are going to start freezing them out, quote unquote, freezing them out, like we're not going to schedule Notre Dame. And he's like, oh, the reason they don't want to schedule us is because they're scared to play us. No. That's just not true. And this is what the fan, and so they hear him say that, and the fans start picking up on that, and that's their argument. Well, the reason they want to freeze us out because they're scared to play. Ain't nobody scared to play Notre Dame. I promise you, nobody is. I mean, they're a good team, but nobody's scared to play them. Give me a fucking break. I could name probably 20 teams out there that's more scary to play on a regular basis than Notre Dame is. So, no. It's just not true. Was Miami scared to play him and beat him? No. Was Texas A&M scared to play him and beat him? No. Hell, the last time they played Clemson, was Clemson scared to play him and beat them? No, I was there. I watched it. Phil Maffa had like 250 yards and 3 touchdowns against Notre Dame, and they were Clemson was unranked and Notre Dame was ranked in the top 15, I think. It seems to me as if Notre Dame was scared to play BYU. I mean, if that's what you say is if you don't want to play us, you must be scared of us. Well, you didn't want to play BYU, so you must be scared of them, right? That's the way you're saying it. Makes sense to me. Yeah. Yeah, DJ threw for 4. They still lost that game, though. DJ had 450 yards, and it was either 4 or 5 touchdowns. They still lost that game, though. And that game was in South Bend, too. I still want to know what Vic means by Heisman numbers. What does that mean? What do you mean? Do you mean by, like, in order to win the Heisman, you have to have 5,000 yards and 40 touchdowns? Or I don't know what that means. I mean, how many players are there in college football? You got 110 on each team. Times 135. What is that, a million? So out of a million players, nobody had Heisman numbers. The fuck? You're starting to sound like these people are like, every team's terrible except for the one team that wins a national championship. Yeah, Pavia did have Heisman night numbers. Yeah, he had bigger numbers than Mendoza did. It's not just a numbers thing, though. I mean, look, if you're just going to pick the Heisman winner based on stats, then we don't need voters. Just plug it into them, just like the BCS. Just plug it into a machine. Who's got the highest passing yards, touchdowns, fewest interceptions, QBR, and we'll just pick it that way. He didn't even have 3,000 passing yards. I'm pretty sure he did. Or maybe I'm thinking about total yards. I don't know. I thought he had like 3,600 yards passing, but I could be wrong. What do I think of Marcus Freeman to the NFL rumor? I think he'd be stupid to go to the NFL. That's what I think. I don't know I have no idea what he's thinking. You are currently the head coach of one of the top 10 programs in the country at Notre Dame. Your job is not in jeopardy. You're probably about to get a raise. Hell, the AD even said, whatever we need to do to keep him here, we'll do it. Money-wise. So money's not a problem. I don't know why you'd go to a dumpster fire that is the New York Giants, and then you know. When's the last time the Giants were worth a fuck? 20 years ago? He's got a better chance of winning a national title at Notre Dame than he does winning a Super Bowl with New York. And then NFL franchises are not as patient. We always complain about how impatient college programs are with their coaches. The NFL's worse. Way worse. You go 2 years without missing the playoffs, you're done. Or without making the playoffs, you're done. Now, I don't know because Notre Dame's a private institution, they don't disclose how much they pay their coaches. And there were some reports that when Brian Kelly left Notre Dame to go to LSU, that he was only making like $3.5 or $4 million a year, which is pretty crazy considering the going rate for a quality head coach these days. So in that respect, if that's true, I don't blame Brian Kelly for leaving Notre Dame. And if Marcus Freeman's only making $4 or $5 million a year and he gets offered $12 or $13 million to go to the Giants, maybe that might make it. I mean, look, if you're willing to double my salary, I'll go anywhere. I don't give a fuck. Most people would. Well, the thing with, if you're comparing Mendoza to Pavia, Mendoza had a better team. Indiana's a better team than Vanderbilt is. But it's not a team award. It's supposed to be an individual award. You can see the salary from a year or two back through tax return requests because they received Medicare money. What's up, Jay? All right. Good morning, sir. How you doing?
I'm great.
You're great. Your volume's low or something.
What is it?
Yeah.
Fix that. How's that?
Oh, what? 10 times better. Thank you.
Yeah. I think it's about time to retire this whole set of earbuds.
Yeah.
I think they're about done.
What are you using? A headset or just earbuds?
No, I don't have. I had a headset back when I was driving, but I lost it in the wreck, so I just have a set of earbuds.
Oh, okay.
But I'm guessing it's about time to retire them.
Yeah, it sounds like they're on their last legs. So.
But I did get a piece of good news today.
Well, good news is always good news. What is it?
I got my license so I can get on an airplane.
What do you mean you got your license?
Everybody had to get that new Real ID or whatever.
Oh, the Real ID. Yeah.
Yeah. Which, why they didn't, they needed the exact same paperwork that they needed when I renewed my license this past December. Why they didn't do it then, I don't know.
Yeah, I got mine, back in the spring, I think, 6 months ago or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Birth certificate. I mean, really, the only difference is you have to have your birth certificate.
I didn't have to have my birth certificate.
You didn't?
No.
That's interesting. That's like the main thing they wanted here.
Which I've always questioned birth certificates. I need a piece of paper to show you that I'm alive. Really?
I had to get my birth certificate, and then my wife had to have the marriage license because, you know, her birth certificate name, her maiden name is different than her married name, so she had to prove she was married. So I had to drive to Columbia and wait in the fucking Vital, what was it called? The Vital Records Office, I think? Yeah, Vital Records Office for an entire day to get a copy of our marriage license so she could get her Real ID.
Well, I didn't have to go
pain in the ass.
my marriage license because she knew where ours was.
Yeah.
Which, thank God she did, because I had no clue where it was.
Got to prove you're a citizen. No, you don't.
I'd say if you're trying to prove that you're a citizen, then a social security card would take care of that.
Yeah.
Well, maybe I didn't need my birth certificate because I have a CDL. And
maybe.
I was basically just getting a duplicate.
Maybe. I don't know the CDL requirements, so that would make sense. Although, as far as I know, you don't have to be a citizen to have a CDL.
Well, this is true as well.
That might depend on what state you're in, though. I know in California you don't.
Ain't got proof.
Yeah. I'm not even trying to make a joke. I'm just being serious. I mean, that's where they're having the problem with all the illegals driving semis out there, getting wrecks and shit. Oh.
They started doing literally roadside literacy tests in the state of Arkansas. Like if you couldn't read whatever some sign said or whatever they gave you to read, they'd shut you down right there.
Well,
sounds like I got out of it at the right time because fuck all that noise.
Social Security numbers have been compromised and given to non-citizens. Yeah, that is actually true. That's been going on for a long time. I used to work at this landscaping company, and it had, well, we had probably, it was a statewide company, but we had an office here in Charleston. So the Charleston office alone, which was the smallest one because it was the newest one at the time, we probably had like 7 or 8 Americans. I was one of them. And then, I don't know, 50 or 60. And they were illegal. And so whenever I got promoted to be one of the managers, I had to do, I processed paperwork for them. Like they would come in, fill an application. I would, go through their application. I had to get their ID, their social security card, and they were all fake. I mean, these guys, some of them that looked like they were like 13, and I wouldn't hire them because I do have morals. They look like they're 13 years old, and they would, their fake ID and their fake social security number would say they're 18 or 19, and I'm like, no, you're not 18 or 19. Like, but they all got him, and he is right. I don't know where they get them from. They got some kind of hookup, but they pay a few $100 and get a fake social security card so they get hired somewhere.
They buy it from a guy in a penal van behind 7-Eleven.
I don't know where they get them from.
Yeah, I have no clue either. Not exactly something I had to worry about, getting a fake social security card.
Yeah.
Although I do think I've lost my social security card. I don't know where it's at.
Well, somebody's probably using it right now to get a job.
Yeah, they might be. I ain't necessarily mad at you if you're trying to get a job. I can't fault you there.
Yeah, if they look like they were children, I wouldn't hire them. But if they're like a 30 or 40-year-old man, like I just I don't care. You know what I mean? I mean, first of all, I was only 24, 25 years old at the time, so I definitely didn't care. It wasn't my company. I was working for somebody else. Anyway. You can buy them at the flea market. What?
I mean, you can buy anything at the flea market.
That is true. You can definitely buy anything at the flea market. I didn't know you could buy Social Security cards, though. That's weird.
Listen, there's probably some guy with a table full of NASCAR collectibles that will sell you his grandmother's Social Security number.
Yeah, that's a good point. Somebody, they can get a job with my Social Security card to up my retirement. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not the worst idea I've heard.
No. Double dip in that. Anyway, so how you feeling about this game this weekend? You got a game at noon against the boy. Texas A&M fans were sitting at home. They were really jealous sitting at home this week watching 2 actual service academies play football.
Yeah, they were down bad.
Yeah. But
did you see the comment made by the A&M offensive lineman?
No, what did he say?
They asked him about Reuben Bain. He said he had no idea who he was.
Right.
Right. Which, number one, it's not true. Number two, Why poke the beehive with a stick?
Well, I mean, whatever. I mean, Vegas doesn't really give much leeway to A&M here, which I think is interesting. Because, A&M's, they were in the playoffs no matter what. We know that. Miami, had to move up to get into the playoff and jump Notre Dame or whatnot. But it's only a 3.5-point spread, and they got a home game in College Station, so they're giving about a half a point maybe to A&M.
Basically a pick 'em.
Pretty much a pick 'em. Yep.
Well, honest take, I think both teams have trouble throwing the ball. I think both defensive lines are good.
I would agree.
I think it's going to come down to, can Marcel Reed beat you with his arm? And what we've seen out of him this year, probably not. I mean, maybe. He's had a couple of really good games throwing the ball, but nothing to just blow you away.
Yeah, I trust Beck more throwing the ball, especially if the game's on the line. I'd trust Beck more throwing the ball than I would Reed. Now, I say that, but we know how Beck is. If he, once he starts throwing picks, he doesn't stop. So, if we're in the fourth quarter and he's only thrown 1 pick or 0 picks, you'll probably be okay. If he's thrown 2 or 3, he might throw 2 more.
I mean, maybe. Once again, I don't think that's a fair comparison. He's had 1 bad game this year where he threw a bunch of picks. And that was really it. I don't think that necessarily makes, and as far as his total picks on the year, he's on par with a lot of the crowd.
Jackpot seems to think that A&M is going to wipe the floor with Miami.
I don't think either team's going to wipe the floor with the other.
He didn't say that exactly. Here's exactly what he said. He said, Miami has not seen anywhere near the level of receivers that A&M has at their disposal, maybe in for a long night. Well, if we're using, and I don't like to use, I don't like to compare, well, this team did this and they played each other, and so, but we do have a common opponent comparison here, and that is Notre Dame. And they were only played a week apart, by the way. It's not like one was played at the beginning of the year, one at the end of the year, so, teams changed. And I don't know. I mean, Miami seems to be able to handle Notre Dame, but Notre Dame kept it close. What was the final score of the A&M game? Didn't that go to overtime with Notre Dame?
Won by a point because of a missed extra point.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I think A&M's a very good team. I don't think they're a national title contender. Not saying they can't beat Miami. This is obviously they have the advantage here. I don't see them winning it all. I think if Miami got hot, they could win it all. I think they have a better chance of winning it all than A&M does. Is what I'm trying to say here. But we'll see.
I would tend to agree with that because if you look on the season as a whole, when Miami's on, they look like a more complete team than A&M.
Yeah. How are you going to deal with the 12th man? What you going to do about that?
What are you talking about? All the Brads and Chads?
Yeah.
I ain't studying them. Hell, they let Tyler Van Dyke beat them. I'm not seeing A&M. They let Tyler Van Dyke put up 40-odd points on them. Fucking Aggies.
Yeah, Miami seems like one of those teams to me that does sort of play up and down with their competition. That's good. That's good. That's good news for them this week because they're playing, really good competition in a playoff game. But they tend to play better whenever there's something on the line, and they don't. I mean, obviously, that's not foolproof, but I mean, A&M lost the game when everything was on the line. Now they still got in the playoffs.
They lost a rivalry game when everything was on the line.
Yeah.
Which is just embarrassing. I can't relate to that. Miami won every rivalry game this year. So, yeah, I can't relate to that, but...
Good morning.
Good morning, sir. How you doing?
Oh, man, it's cold, man. It was cold last night.
Even down there, it's cold?
Yeah, it got below freezing last night.
Oh.
It was 11 degrees here last night.
Damn.
22 or 23 here this morning when I got up.
I think it got to like 29, I think, last night.
That's cold for Louisiana for sure, yeah.
Yeah, Saints and Pelicans won the same day. No wonder why it froze.
Yeah, the Panthers lost yesterday. Panthers were in first place in the NFC South. They went and squandered it away against the fucking Saints.
Same with Tampa the other night. They lost to Atlanta, but
well, right now it's what are the standings right now? Because the Panthers losing was big because that brought Tampa Bay right back into it, I think.
Yeah, but then Tampa turned around and lost to the Falcons on Thursday.
But don't y'all play each other? Don't y'all coming up? Carolina
Carolina and Tampa play each other in they play each other twice in like a 3 or 4 week period.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Well, it's got to be soon because there's
not many games left.
Not many games left. Yeah.
4, I think.
3? No.
I think it's 4. I think.
Well,
3 or 4.
I guess it depends on when your bye week was.
Left because they're 7-7 and there's 17 games.
It's 3. There's only 3 left.
That's 3.
Yeah.
14 plus 3 is 17. Slim.
Yeah.
But man, so the Chiefs are out.
My bad.
Chiefs and Cowboys are probably out the playoffs, man. Crazy.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the Cowboys, that's kind of par for the course,
but I didn't like seeing Mahomes get hurt. But I mean, I don't like the Chiefs, but I don't want to see somebody tear their ACL. But
especially this late in the season, I mean, that puts him at jeopardy. I guess he'll be back by the week 1 next year. I mean, I don't know though. I mean, you can't even do anything as far for like 4 or 5 months. I think, right? I mean, not even like practice.
Well, I mean, that sums up his life anyway because his contract says he can't do anything.
Well, yeah, whatever.
And then, I mean, where do the Colts find Phillip Rivers at? I mean, when they signed him like a few days ago, I'm like, what? I said,
they pulled him out of some fucking nursing home.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, what year is this?
How much do they pay him?
Kids when somebody from the Colts walked in and said, "Hey, you want a job?"
How much are they paying him?
I don't know, but doesn't this affect his Hall of Fame eligibility? Like, doesn't his get reset now?
That's a good question. I don't know. I guess it does. I don't know the rules as far as like how many games you have to play or whatever. Yeah.
I don't know.
He's 44 years old. I know that.
Yeah, he's 44.
Did they win yesterday?
No, they lost at the end.
Damn.
They had kicked the field goal. The Colts did, but then they were playing were they playing Seattle? I think it was Seattle they played.
Yeah, Seattle.
And then Seattle kicked the field goal at the end. So.
I don't know, but if they're paying him a couple $1 million to come play a couple of games, that's worth it for him. I mean,
yeah,
he's got a lot of mouths to feed over there.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
I mean, not if he breaks his fucking hip, it ain't.
Whatever. He'll be all right.
So I think these playoff games this weekend, 2 of them are probably going to be duds, which kind of stinks, but 2 of them will be good, 2 of them will be duds, probably.
I hope none of them are, but I think there's a better chance that the Tulane game is better than James Madison. I think James Madison's going to get blown out.
Because Kippen's not calling the plays anymore, so.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, if we're to go by previous playoffs, I mean, even last year, the majority of first-round games were blowouts.
Yeah.
And they want to add more teams. Anyway.
Yeah.
The FCS playoffs will be better this weekend than the.
It was that way with the 14 playoff too. I mean, except for what, 2?
Right.
Like none of the first round games were worth watching. Like the main one that comes to mind is like Georgia and Oklahoma.
That was a good one. Yeah.
17.
Yeah, Mayfield and.
Yeah, that was in the Rose Bowl. Yeah, that was a good.
That was a good one.
But yeah, they had a lot of blowouts. Even in the 14 playoff, they had a lot of blowouts.
Yeah, Clemson blew out several people in the first round. Blew out Notre Dame. Blew out Ohio State. They beat Ohio State 31-0.
Yeah. And Georgia beat Michigan that one year.
Yeah.
It wasn't close.
Yeah.
How mad are Georgia fans going to be when Carson Beck plays Georgia in a Miami uniform and spanks that ass? Big Dog Brett may have a complete meltdown live on air.
So where's Lagway going to go? Man, all these players went into the transfer.
Hey, he's going to Miami, right, Slim?
Miami?
I mean, I don't necessarily think we need to get one, but I'm not opposed to the idea either.
Well, that's kind of y'all's thing now. You go out and get a one-year quarterback every year.
Well, we've done it twice. I mean, Josh Heupel's got
That's a
more
pattern.
track record of it than us.
Once, coincidence, twice, a pattern.
Nah, I'd say 3 times pattern.
All right.
I mean, hey, and they could make it 3 this year. Who knows? Like I said, I don't necessarily think they need to. I think you got, a 4-star last year, and you had another 4-star come in this class. Let's see what they can do.
I mean, LSU's gonna have to look for a quarterback. I don't know if I want to be Lagway, but they're gonna need a quarterback next year because we don't have one.
Lagway to LSU would be great. Lagway to Miami would be great. There's a lot of great places he can go. Something tells me he's gonna end up somewhere like in the ACC or something.
Lagway to Duke.
Lagway to Georgia Tech.
Oh, Lord.
Philo.
Oh, dude, that dude would. If they pick up Lagway, that dude's going to be so mad.
Philo? Yeah, I would be too.
Well, the guy that was chanting Philo, too.
Yeah, oh, God. I don't know.
So what do y'all think about, Meathead getting his own kid supposedly murdered him, huh?
Oh, you're talking about Rob Reiner?
Yeah.
And his wife, too. Yeah, they both got their throats slit.
Yeah, that's...
Let's see here.
See, I didn't even see about that.
Yeah, it was last night.
Yeah, Rob Reiner and his wife were both found dead in their house with their throats slit, and it looks like it's their son that killed them. That's the reports, anyway.
Should have got him what he asked for Christmas.
Of course, his son's like 30-something. Yeah, they've well, I don't know if they arrested him. Let me see what they say here. He's in custody.
He's arrested. I think he's in custody. I think.
Yeah. Nick Reiner, age 32, is being held on a $4 million bail following the death of his parents, who reportedly suffered stab wounds. Longtime Hollywood actor and director Rob Reiner and his wife Michelle were found dead in their Los Angeles home on Sunday afternoon in what authorities are investigating an apparent homicide in their 32-year-old son is in custody. Paramedics responded to a call for medical aid at the residence in Brentwood around 3:30 p.m. They found Reiner, age 78, and his wife, age 68, both dead. Suffered stab wounds, according to Los Angeles. I heard they got their throats cut, is what I read, but
Yeah.
that's fucking crazy, dude.
It's crazy.
Do y'all see Trump's tweet about it?
I did not. Like, I didn't hear about it.
It wasn't a tweet. It was, I guess it was whatever. What's his thing called? True Social?
I think so.
Yeah, whatever he posts on. Everything he posts on there gets screenshotted and posted on Twitter, so it's kind of the same thing. But anyway, he was like, Rob Reiner was not a Trump guy. Okay.
No.
So he was like, yeah, very tragic to hear about Rob Reiner and his wife. We send our condolences to his family. And then he goes on for 4 paragraphs about how Rob Reiner had Trump derangement syndrome. It's like, why can't you just be like, we're sorry to hear about this. And so you got to start going on about Trump derangement syndrome.
Yeah. He could just said,
I mean, my man just got murdered. Calm down, bro. Calm down, bro.
I mean, I don't know why you're surprised. That's the most Trump thing ever.
Well, I'm not surprised. I'm just giving my opinion on it. So, what were his biggest movies, Rob Reiner? He's a director. I know he did, shit.
He directed a bunch of movies.
He had a couple of mega hits, though.
Yeah, I have to go look it up. But
Stand By Me was one. Yeah, that's a good movie. When Harry Met Sally. Yes, he had a bunch of big ones.
yeah, he wasn't
Misery, The Princess Bride.
a lot of good movies he directed.
Yeah. I didn't even know he directed A Few Good Men. I didn't know that.
A Few Good Men, yeah.
Now that's a great movie.
The American President, he did.
A Few Good Men is a great movie.
Yeah. Wolf of Wall Street. I don't know. I hope my kids don't kill me one day.
Yeah.
Well, I hope you got exactly what they had on their Christmas list.
I mean, what's worse? Like some random person that you have no idea who they are. You get to look them in the eye as they stab you to death, or your own kid. What's worse? It's got to be your own kid, right?
Yeah,
it's got to be.
Yeah.
Kid. I don't think you're expecting it. So.
Well, yeah, I don't think most people expect their kids to fucking stab them.
Yeah.
Although it depends on the family, I guess. I mean, I've had a family member throw a knife at me, so maybe.
Yeah, part of me is like, it'd be worse with a kid, but at least you know that they're pissed off at you. A random person, you're like, wait, why is this guy mad at me for? I don't know.
Maybe his kid didn't like When Harry Met Sally, because that's a terrible movie.
Oh, I feel really bad for is that they had a daughter too. So now the dad's dead, the mom's dead, the brother's in prison, probably, right? Probably forever. And she's alone. Her whole family's gone now. I feel bad for her.
Sucks to suck.
Yeah. Yeah, she's the one that found him too. That's right.
Daughter?
Yeah, the daughter's the one that found her parents dead, and I'm pretty sure she's the one that called the police and said, "I'm pretty sure my brother did it," because she knows how crazy he is. That's what I read.
I mean, that's another good question. Would you call the cops on your sister for killing your mother?
I would.
Probably. I mean,
I mean,
it would depend. I don't know the family dynamic there.
I would. I can't stand my sister fuckers.
You sound like Celine.
Well, no, it's not to that point. I mean, I would do anything for my sister, but still don't like her. Hell, the only time I hear from her at this point, the only time I've heard from her in the last 4 years is when she wanted money.
No.
Didn't Micah Parsons get hurt yesterday, or am I thinking somebody different?
I have no idea.
For
For who?
for Packers, remember the one that got traded from the Cowboys?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
I think he got hurt too. Yeah, a lot of injuries in sports. People tearing Achilles, knees up.
Well, the reason you got so many knee injuries because everybody's trying to tackle low.
Yeah.
Because, oh my God, somebody can't get hit in the head.
You can't hit high, you can't hit low.
You know what was funny?
That's a good point. Like I'm surprised you don't see it get called more, but
I saw. Did either one of you guys watch the Army-Navy game?
I watched some of it, yeah.
I did not.
First of all, great. It was a great fucking game. It was one of the better games they've had in a long time. But I watched the whole thing, and I'm telling you, there is at least 10 calls in that game that would have been called if it wasn't Army versus Navy that they let slide. And I liked it. I mean, there was at least 3 targeting calls that would have been called in any other game that they didn't call. A bunch of, roughing, personal fouls. They just let them play.
Yes.
It reminded me of watching a game from like 30 years ago. That's what it reminded me of.
Academies don't care about CTE.
Yeah. But I mean, again, I'm not complaining. I thought it was great that they just, the refs kept the flags in their pockets for a lot of these big hits and head-to-head hits and spearing and everything that would have normally been called in every other game. The refs just let them play. They're like, well, fuck, it's Army-Navy.
Yeah.
And I liked it.
Who won the game, by the way?
Navy, by 1 point. They had a comeback win.
Yeah, Navy sang second.
Yep. They held Army to like, I think less than 100 yards of total offense in the entire second half. Army was lighting it up in the first half, and then the Navy's defense just completely shut them down in the second half. Got a couple of turnovers. It was an exciting game.
Yeah, it was better than that bowl game that was later that night. That
Oh yeah.
Rob Gronkowski bowl. That was pathetic. I wonder why that bowl game is going away. I don't know why they paired a Mountain West team against a Big Ten team. That didn't make any sense, but
I mean, I think if you're talking about like the Nebraskas or the Wisconsins, yeah, a Mountain West team could probably beat them.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, those teams, they could.
And I still don't think they have any place in the playoffs, but that's me. What are the lines on these other playoff games, like the Tulane and Ole Miss?
It is.
I think Ole Miss is 17 or 17 and a half.
I got it pulled up right here.
Oregon's got to be close to that too.
Oregon's got to be a 20. I would think Oregon would be like a 24-point favorite.
No, they're 21 and a half, I think. Here, I'll tell you in a minute.
Hey, that's not too bad for just off the top of my head.
So, Alabama, Oklahoma. Oh, it's Oklahoma plus 1.5, and they're at home.
They're at home.
They're a home dog. I like that one. Miami is 3.5 point underdog on the road at A&M. Ole Miss 17.5 point favorite over Tulane, and Oregon 21.5 point favorite over James Madison. Oh, I like Oregon in that one.
Yeah, I think Oregon's going to win that pretty easily.
A lot of people think James Madison's going to backdoor cover because Oregon's going to get up big and then take their starters out, which would be the smart thing to do. And then James Madison scores a couple of touchdowns in the fourth quarter late to backdoor cover, which it does make sense, but I don't know, man.
Yeah, I could see that happening.
I mean,
they got another game to play. They got to rest their starters.
Still.
But, those backdoor covers happen.
I know they do. I think Oregon can score 50 points in this game if they want. So, in order for them to backdoor cover, they have to score in the 30s. I don't know if they can do that.
Yeah.
I like the Ducks here. Big. Big, big. Huge, even.
Fucking duck.
Huge.
I hope James Madison drops 150 on him.
I hope fucking Dan Lanning snorts an entire 8-ball before that game and just runs it up to 70.
At least I know I'm not alone in the opinion that I think Dan Lanning might be a drug addict.
He's on something, dude. I mean, maybe it's. I mean, who knows? It might just be like he might have a prescription for Adderall or something. He takes like twice as much as he's supposed to, but he's definitely on something.
Or he's grinding that shit up and snorting it.
Maybe. The reason I know it's not coke is because in order to be as jacked up, everyone points to that. What game was that when he was, his eyes were bugging out of his head and he was sniffling and just going crazy on the sideline with the interview? I forget which game that was.
He partied with Sharon Moore the night before.
But in order, a coke high only lasts like 10 or 15 minutes. Like, you got to be constantly doing it. So he wasn't doing it, obviously. He was on the sideline for the entire second half. He wasn't snorting coke. That's the reason it makes me think it's something else.
Man, was he on camera every second? He could have stepped into the injury tent.
I guess he could have went in the injury tent and but I doubt that's going on. But if he's on something else like amphetamines or something, that lasts hours and hours and hours and hours. That would make more sense.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
I had to give somebody a drug test this past week. That motherfucker popped for damn near everything. I said, "Fuck, I'll party with you."
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. If you have a prescription for something like Adderall, which is basically, it's legal amphetamines, then maybe he's got a prescription for Adderall. Instead of taking one, he takes 3 or 4 and he's fucking zooted.
Or a dozen.
Or however many. He is zooted, son.
I want to see Dan Lanning win a playoff game and storm the field and tear his shirt off.
That would be great.
Like his Ogeron?
Although, to be honest, I would laugh if Mario did it too. So,
yeah. I'd like to see Dabo on some amphetamines. He actually, his heart might explode on a sideline.
he might, because he's usually pretty jacked up.
Yeah, he's jacked up anyway. If you put him on drugs, it's a good thing he doesn't do drugs. He'd probably be a worse. He'd be more down bad than Sharon Moore if he was on drugs.
Oh Lord.
And that was out of the blue. Was it Friday when that happened with Sharon Moore? Was it?
Yeah, that story just keeps getting crazier and crazier every day that goes on. Holy shit!
I got
That motherfucker was partying, son.
Yeah, he was getting down.
And I ain't mad at him about it.
I mean, he is married with kids.
Yeah, he is married. Yeah.
She's about to get paid.
Yeah, there's two of them about to get paid.
He's about to be down real bad. He's got to pay the lawyers.
Yep.
He's got to pay her. He's losing out on, I mean, he got fired because he's not getting any of that money he was expecting. His wife's probably about to get the house, the kids, half his money. The lawyer's going to get the other half of the money. He's about to be broke. He's about to be broke.
Yep.
That OnlyFans whore ain't gonna want shit to do with him because he's broke.
Oh yeah, that was weird too. That OnlyFans model that he was tweeting or whatever.
Yeah, oh yeah. Which is funny. Shannon Sharp had something to say about it, and I'm like, didn't you just get sued for one of these OnlyFans whores 5 minutes ago?
Oh, Shannon, yeah. Dabo would die halfway down the hill, yeah. He probably think he's Superman and try to fly off the fucking hill and kill himself.
Probably would.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need Dabo and Slaw to storm the field high on amphetamines.
I don't want to see Slaw on amphetamines either. That'd be shit.
Well, fair point.
Yeah, that was
legitimately might kill. Like Dabo's probably in pretty decent shape.
Did y'all hear that the reports were that Sharon Moore went over to his girlfriend's house, or what I don't call her, a girlfriend or a mistress or whatever she was, and he threatened to kill himself with a butter knife. Now look, that takes dedication.
No, that was a Michigan staffer's house.
Yeah, his girlfriend.
Oh, it was the same. Okay, I thought. Well, the way they said it, I thought it might have been a different one.
No, it was the girl who he was screwing.
Yeah.
But anyway, in order to kill yourself with a butter knife, that's going to take a while. You got to put in some serious fucking work to make that happen.
Yeah. You could.
I was trying to think, like, how would be the quickest way to kill yourself with a butter knife? I don't even know. Can't stab yourself with it. If you're slicing yourself, you're going to be slicing for a while.
I guess you could stab yourself with it, but you'd have to put some force behind it.
Probably the easiest way to kill yourself is to stick it down your throat and choke yourself to death. Swallow it. I don't know.
I don't know, but we need to invite him to the Vegas trip. He would make it entertaining.
Oh, yeah.
Be like a college football version of The Hangover.
He also had scissors. Well, I guess this woman didn't eat steak or something. The sharpest thing she had in the house was scissors.
Scissors, yeah, scissors and a butter knife.
Maybe.
Damn. That's another lie, Paul. Paul has a lying problem. He lies a lot.
What's he lying about now?
He said, I once had a girl tell me she was going to kill me with a spoon. That just didn't happen.
Yeah, a spoon, yeah.
So, another lie by Slaw.
I actually have had a chick pull out a knife on me while we were in the middle of doing it. But she was a freak. Yeah, oh yeah, she pulled a knife on me.
Like during?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay, man.
And I hate to even ask this, but what'd you do?
Well, as quickly as I could, disarm her.
Wow. I bet she was good, though.
Oh yeah, she was fun. But I mean, she's the stereotypical crazy bitch that's a lot of fucking fun, but you don't bring her home for Christmas.
It's always the crazy ones.
It's always. But damn, they're fun. I seriously considered changing my number after that one.
I think I would.
Change your number. I probably changed my address and my number.
It annoys me. Like I got a friend that probably changes his number almost every year. And that shit annoys me. Like I've had the same cell phone number since 2006.
Me too.
Yeah, I've had the same number since like 2002, I think.
Yeah, I've had the same number since like 2005. Yeah.
So
20 years.
Yeah. That's why I was like, screw it. I'll just block her number, and I'll just keep blocking numbers if she creates more.
Paul says you finished and then took the knife away.
Yeah, well, other way around.
Oh, okay.
Took the knife away, then I mean, I'm not gonna. I gotta finish handling business. It is what it is. But she was the type of girl, like, if it doesn't hurt, you're not doing it right. That's the type of chick she was. Yeah. Like I said, they're fun. But that shit can become a fatal attraction real quick.
yeah.
Now, see, this is where I draw a line. Nature Boy says, my buddy dated a chick whose dad was a locksmith. She had keys made to his front door without him knowing, and woke up one morning with her sitting in the room staring at him.
That's not creepy.
Damn.
And people wonder why we have guns. That's the reason right there. Damn.
See, that's a scary thought if you think about it. Like almost 75% of women are running around unmedicated.
Damn. I never thought about that.
What the fuck?
Damn.
So what are you trying to say? They all should be medicated?
Yes, every last one of them.
Damn.
That includes my wife, and I have told her this to her face. All these broads need to be medicated.
Yeah. Damn.
Rectalk just uploaded the video to YouTube. Says DJ Lagway entering the transfer portal is bad news for Georgia Tech.
For Georgia Tech.
What? Why?
I was about to say, how is that bad news for Georgia Tech?
What the fuck? He's playing some 4D chess over there, I guess. I don't know.
I'm not following the logic here.
Is that a clickbait title? Is that what he's doing?
That's gotta be.
Let's watch it and find out why. I gotta know.
Yeah, we got to know these things.
I mean, if it's clickbait, it worked. Because I'm about to watch it for that reason.
He's going to come in. He's going to have some convoluted explanation. Probably something along the lines of well, Buster Faulkner didn't want DJ Lagway, so now Lagway's going to go to Georgia Tech and try and prove something or some shit.
Yeah, I can't. I'm trying to rack my brain to figure out what his angle is here. Well, I guess we're about to find out. Here it is. Oops.
Why? Because it's the tits. McDonald's, like a double quarter pounder's like $12. 13, 14 bucks, you can get a double cheeseburger that's infinitely better. That's not the point of today's video, though. The point of today's video is Georgia Tech about to get absolutely gutted in the portal? Our whole staff's already been gutted. Now, talked about that yesterday where, look, you're going to have staff turnover one way or the other. You're either sucking, so you're firing everyone and hiring people, or you have people that are doing really well and they're getting hired to get promoted or go somewhere else. But I saw, and I'm on my lunch break, I saw that DJ Lagway has hit the portal. Now, why is that concerning if you're a Georgia Tech fan? Well, Buster Faulkner's gone to Florida. Evidently, Trent McKnight, wide receivers coach for Georgia Tech, is going to Florida. And the one thing we as Tech fans were kind of hanging our hat on for next year is, well, at least we have Philo! That's right, we got Aaron Philo. Would not surprise me now if he goes to Florida because he has a relationship with Buster Faulkner, right? And you look at Georgia Tech's offense. We've got some really good players on there. Philo, Isaiah Canyon, Malachi Hosley, and a freshman phenom in Jordan Allen. Now, I hate to be the bearer of bad news. I think there's a 0% chance you retain every one of them. Like, at least one of those guys is going to hit the portal, if not 2 or 3.
All right. So what he's saying is he thinks that Philo might leave to go to Florida. Is that what he's saying?
I'm thinking that's what he's saying, but at the same time, I just can't get over those fucking glasses, man.
What's wrong with his glasses?
Dude, look at them shits.
What's wrong with glasses?
Those may be the second worst pair of sunglasses I've ever seen.
Is it the color you don't like?
The color, the shape, the way they sit on his face, none of it is appealing.
Okay. So he's scared of losing Philo. That's what this is. I guess that makes sense. I mean, if King's gone, what you have behind Philo, I guess, is unknown. If Philo did leave to follow Buster Faulkner, then you'd have to go to the portal probably to get somebody. So I guess I see his point.
Yes, and I'm sure top prospects are all clamoring to go to Georgia Tech.
Well, I guess it depends on who they hire as offensive coordinator.
Yeah, I was going to ask if they hired anybody yet. I hadn't heard.
I don't think so. Not as far as I know.
You may want to get on that, Mr. Key.
Yeah.
Well, I'm hoping there's one available here soon for them to get.
Oh, you're trying to send. Why would you do that? Why would you want to send them Garrett Riley?
Is that a trick question or?
I mean, okay. I would think that you hate South Carolina. Let Garrett Riley go there.
Oh, I don't care where he goes, just as long as he's not in Clemson anymore. So if it's Georgia Tech, so be it.
I think Dabo should take over play calling.
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
It needs to.
I disagree. I don't think it needs to at all.
No. I think it may be the greatest idea in the history of college football.
No. He's not Lane Kiffin.
How do you know?
Well, because he's been a head coach for almost 20 years and he's never been a play caller before. So I don't know why he'd start now. I mean, he was never a coordinator before he was a head coach calling plays.
Everybody got to start somewhere.
Not when you're 50 something. That's not the time to start.
Listen, you can teach an old dog new tricks.
That's bullshit. You can't. He just needs somebody who knows what the fuck they're doing. And let them do their job.
And I had this question about Garrett Riley because, everybody after, what was it? Baylor he was at with Sonny Dykes?
TCU,
that was it. I had the question when Clemson hired him. It's like, okay, how much of that was Garrett Riley and how much of that was, Sonny Dykes? Because everybody knows what Sonny Dykes is as an offensive play caller.
Yeah, I don't know. Probably more Sonny Dykes.
It's looking that way.
Yeah.
I think that Garrett Riley's probably pretty good working with quarterbacks. So I don't blame the Cade Klubnik situation on Garrett Riley necessarily because Cade Klubnik just did it, like he went rogue a bunch of times and just made dumb decisions. I mean, you can call the right play and the quarterback doesn't. If they don't execute the play, it's not the coordinator's fault, right?
Right. Yeah.
But I still do I do blame Garrett Riley for game situation play calling, especially in the red zone.
Yeah, let's had the same problem with Joe Sloan. The red zone offense was just horrible.
And he made it very clear he just didn't like to run the ball. So.
I mean, I'm not debating because I've seen it firsthand when Clemson played Miami that Cade Klubnik will go rogue.
Huh?
But, I mean, Cade Klubnik obviously got worse under Garrett Riley.
I don't know. I don't know if it's worse. He was like a roller coaster. He went from bad to good to bad again.
So he looked way better the year before, so he's worse than that.
Well, the year before he was under Garrett Riley too, and the year before that too. So.
Yeah, all those Heisman front runners at the beginning of the year, Nussmeier and Klubnik, Sellers, they all ended up not being the front runners.
No.
Well, I said preseason that Sellers was being overblown.
Now, Manning kind of played better towards the end, but he never really lived up to his expectations that they had on him.
Sellers just played on a terrible team.
Yeah, I was about to say, now to give Sellers a little bit of credit, he had nothing.
He had nothing. He had Nick Harbor.
Yeah.
That's about all he had was Harbor.
That was it. And he had no offensive line. Their offensive line might have been worse than Clemson's, and that's saying a lot.
They haven't had an offensive line since before Spencer Rattler was there.
Yeah.
And I'm still not sure how good it was before him.
Yeah, Rattler was running for his life when he was at South Carolina.
Dude, their offensive line was so bad that it made North Carolina's defense look good. And North Carolina was ranked like 130th in total defense.
Yeah, Jacobs was okay too, but I mean, as a whole, it was pretty much Sellers and Harbor were the only two people anybody was scared of. Hey, Jackpot, is Harbor coming back, or is he going to the draft? What year is he? I don't even know if he's eligible for the draft. What is he, a sophomore or a junior?
I think he's a sophomore, I think.
I guess he is coming back, unless he transfers.
Yeah, unless he transfers.
Which very well might happen.
I don't know.
Yeah, these players, they jump ship every year, it seems like.
I thought Sellers was going to transfer, but he's not.
Well, not
Harbor
yet.
gone in portal.
Open until January 2nd.
Yeah, he can still change his mind.
Paul says Harbor's entered the portal, but Jackpot says that's not true. Paul, where do you get your information from, buddy? Lying again?
Yeah, we need sources there, Slaw.
Yeah, Paul just makes up shit.
Never.
You're saying he think he's going to? Okay. All right. Well, then he's not then. There's our answer. Paul says he's going to go to the portal. That means he's not.
So just bet the opposite way of Slaw and you'll win every time.
Yes.
Okay. Slaw, who's winning the Texas A&M Miami game?
No, he's not trolling. That's the sad part, Jackpot. He's not trolling. You don't understand. Yeah, Paul, who's winning the Miami and Texas A&M game? Well, who you got in that one? This is a good strategy here.
Yeah.
I like this.
Please say A&M's winning.
Watch, knowing my luck, he's going to say Miami's going to blow them out.
He's going to do it just to fuck with you now.
Yeah, probably.
He says Texas A&M's winning. They're at home. All right, good.
Okay.
I'm betting the farm on Miami to win that game.
Me too.
Miami by 30.
I mean, that might be the best game of the year of the weekend was the Miami A&M game. Might be the best game of the weekend, probably.
Could be.
It should be, but
I don't know. Oklahoma and Alabama could be good too.
Good, but that might be more of a defensive game. I think Miami and A&M might score some points.
Yeah.
well, and venturing into the weird, they actually figured up the time that Carson Beck missed in the offseason, and that would have put us up through the SMU game. And since that game, he's 11 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Pretty good. Pretty
And
good.
That's exactly up to the amount of time that he missed during the offseason because of surgery. So there's a theory running around out there that he may just be hitting his stride.
Well, this will be the time to hit the stride when it counts.
Yeah, it would be. And I realize we didn't play any kind of gauntlet going down the stretch, but I mean, those last 4 games, it really seemed like the team as a whole was playing its best football. I mean,
Yeah, that's what I said earlier.
In those last 4 weeks with 17 points.
That's what I said earlier. He said Mario beats the good teams. He has time to prepare. I do believe that is something with him, that he plays better in big games against better competition than he does against teams that they should beat. It's just that's been the theme all. That's right. That last year too. This year and last year. So.
Yeah, I mean, I had some problems with him, but overall, I'm not going to knock it. I mean, anybody that doesn't think Miami's program is in a better spot than it was when he got there is just fucking blind.
Yeah, well, obviously it is, yeah.
Yeah, Miami's better now than they were before Cristobal. I mean, they should be good every year because all the talent they have down in South Florida.
Well, and he brought in another top 10 recruiting class.
I mean, they always have talent down there in that part of the state.
All right, I promised Nate. Nate's been back there for 2.5 or an hour and a half, rather.
Damn.
I promised I'd bring on Nate to let him. I did give him a homework assignment. Do you want to tell us what the homework assignment was, Nate? Give you 3 whole days to do it, or 2.5 days.
Yeah, I got 16 total plans.
Yeah. So the thing was on Friday's show, Nate plans on doing a lot of things. Okay. He's always like, I'm planning on doing this in 5 years. I'm planning on doing this next month. I'm planning on doing this in 2 weeks. He's got a bunch of plans, but no action. So we had Nate write down all of his plans and how he plans to execute them. Go ahead, Nate.
Yeah. So number one, as a Christian, I'm wanting to follow Jesus. Number 2 is I'm planning to go.
Hold on. Let's back up. We'll go through these one at a time. Your first plan as a Christian is you plan to follow Jesus?
Yeah.
All right, well, that's not something you have to plan on. You can actually just do it.
True.
So are you doing it, or are you planning on doing it?
I feel like I am, but to be honest, I don't know if I am or not. But anyways.
Okay.
I'm planning on going to Salt Olympics, which is I am going to do.
I hate to be technical, but if you plan on following Jesus, he's in heaven, so you would have to die.
Well, no,
That's the only way to follow him.
I like the fact that his first thing is my plan is to follow Jesus, and then the third on his list is his plan to go to Vegas, which is the city of sin.
I've never been in a room in my life, so I wouldn't know.
Yeah, you'll find out.
That's why Catholics have confession, man. They can do it all, and then just
That's why we go to confession.
Jesus. For moving in my first apartment in June. Fifth, after 2 or 4 years, I plan to, 4 years experience on living on my own. I plan to move out of state.
I mean, okay, great, but you still have only done half the assignment. You've written down what your plans are, but not how to achieve them.
Yeah.
I mean, again, this is just plans.
Yeah, a lot of plans. All right. All right. So you plan to move, live on your own for 4 years. Let me ask you that. Why 4 years? Why is that? I mean, why is that the number you came up with?
Well, just in case I don't know if I might like it or not.
So you need you need 4 whole years to figure that out. Not 3, not 5, 4.
Got to be
2
sure.
to 4, but yeah, but
All right.
2 to 4. But
2 to 4. All right.
Yeah, plan to have a new job if I do move out of state.
Yeah. Nick has a good point. You said on Friday's show you 6 years. Now you're saying 2 to 4.
Well, I was just guessing, but
All right.
So the plan to have a girlfriend, that comes naturally, to be honest.
Plan to have a girlfriend. How does one plan on doing that?
I don't know.
Damn.
Plan to have wife and kids. This comes first, though. Before
Plan to have a wife and kids.
Yeah, he's. Yeah.
What's the time frame on that?
I don't know. Plan to retire. Plan to become a. This actually just came at random. Flight attendant.
A flight attendant?
Stewardess?
I don't know. I just wanted to travel the world, basically.
Actually, that might be a good job for Nate. Now that I think about it.
Plan to be Vic and outpit Vic in the Salt Olympics every year. That's not a gimme, but that's always close. But plan to.
You guys got to see that. I got to show this to YouTube.
Okay.
Let me see if I can.
Should I flip it?
No.
Or okay.
You guys got to see. Look at this. This is his plans.
No, this is just 7 through 16, but
Yeah. Right.
But okay, 13. I'm planning to go back to Nebraska at old age, while retired.
Plan to go back to Nebraska at old age?
Yeah.
While retired.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
I don't know. Just go back
He's
to
retired in Nebraska.
Yeah.
So you want to retire back in Omaha?
No, retire or wherever I am at time wherever I am, and just go back to where I started, basically.
Okay.
And plan to spend time with family. I should have gone 5, but okay. Plan to thank mom and dad for everything they did.
You don't need to plan on doing that. You can just do that. You can do that now.
Okay. Well, yeah. To have a good life, basically. Plan to have a good life of it. So, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So I do agree with Nick, though, that a lot of these aren't plans; they're goals, and there's nothing wrong with having goals. But
Well,
do you know the
all
difference?
plans
Do you
are-
know the difference between plans and goals?
Goals are like, basically, you're trying to get to that spot, but I don't know.
A goal is like, well, most of those are goals.
Well, is that a bad thing?
No.
Oh, okay.
So there's two different things. First, you're like, all right, here's my goal. My goal is I'm going to live on my own 4 years from now,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Now what you have to do is put a plan in action to make that goal happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I could be like, I plan on having $10 million in 10 years. And people would be like, okay, whatever. How do you plan on doing that? I go, well, I don't know. You see what I'm saying?
I should, this is a big thing for me. I should I plan to save money, which is really kryptonite. That's my kryptonite for me.
Well, that is a plan. That's actually a plan. That's one of the only things you got on that paper that isn't actually a plan.
Yeah.
Yeah, saving money is a plan towards a bigger goal
There's a plan
of
to
living on your
retire.
own or whatever.
Well, that's a goal. Never mind.
All right. Well, good job, Nate.
Yeah.
Now you got to work on your plans. You just gave us your goals.
Yeah. I just got another. Well, you always told me, but I just got to think of plans. What I need to plan do. So.
Yeah.
But yeah. I do. I'll predict for Miami and Texas A&M game. I think for Slim's sake, before I jinx them, I'll say Texas A&M, but I'll say Texas A&M for a win just because I don't want to jinx.
You don't have the ability to jinx Miami.
That's true, but
Yeah.
but
I don't believe in that.
yeah. Do you think Slaw is innocent?
What?
Innocent in his own ways.
Innocent of what?
But like doing his like shit he does, like lie or whatever.
No.
No, okay.
I don't know what that means.
Well, you don't know what innocent means?
I mean, has he been committed a crime or something, or that?
No, I was supposed to be a joke. What by, like, is he innocent by, like, lying about random shit that he knows about?
No, he's
football?
guilty as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, as charged.
I have well, one last question. I'll let you go, but if you want me to go out, but what's your plan for Christmas? Like this year?
What are my Christmas plans?
Yeah, well, what are
Same as
your
every
Christmas
year.
plans?
We'll have our families over here and celebrate, and that'll be it.
Okay.
Yeah. My biggest plan is not to piss off my wife somehow.
Good luck with that.
Yeah.
I don't know if I might have seen a fraction of of Mrs. Peete being mad, but
Yeah, I've seen lots of fractions of it. So,
but yeah. Oh, to be clear, when I also after Friday's show, I texted Nick and stuff about I mean, to be clear about what was going to do to come up here, but he said he wasn't trolling, but he wants to though. But he says he doesn't know the plans are, so.
So he's got his goal is to go there. He just doesn't have a plan to do it yet.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah. But yeah. I hope y'all have a great day. Thanks for letting me on as usual.
All right. See you later, Nate. Lots of plans by Nate. Jeez.
Man.
Well, I plan on winning some money this week, betting against Nate and Hufferbilly Paul. The Goal and Plan show. Yeah, well, my goal was to have a good show today, and my plan is to get off now. So
Get off here?
yeah, I'm about to go.
Yeah.
Thanks, Goose.
No problem.
Talk to you soon, buddy.
Alrighty.
All right, man. All right, Slim, buddy. I think Slim took a break from Nate. All right, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. I will see you guys very soon. I will be live Wednesday. Well, first of all, tomorrow night we got the ACC show at 7 p.m. Tonight we got the Lunch Money show at 10 p.m. Then we got the Midday show again Wednesday. And then we've got playoff games starting on Friday. So lots of streaming going on this week. Starting tonight at 10 p.m. So I'll see you guys there.